Is the water you're drinking as safe as you think? Whether it's from the tap, a bottle, or a filter, not all water is created equal. You know we need water to survive, right? It's essential for every single cell in our bodies. But here's the thing. Not all sources of water are equally beneficial or safe. Many people rely on tap water, bottled water, or filtered water without fully understanding what they're actually consuming. Let's uncover the hidden health risks in your glass. Let's start with the most common source of drinking water, tap water. It's readily available, often the most affordable option, and let's be real, it's pretty convenient. Turn on the faucet and boom, you've got water. Plus, tap water is regulated by government agencies to meet certain safety standards. These regulations are there to protect us from harmful levels of contaminants. That means your tap water is regularly tested for things like bacteria, viruses, and heavy metals. Sounds pretty good, right? Well, here's where things get a little murky. While those regulations are in place, there's still a risk of contaminants slipping through the cracks. We're talking about things like heavy metals from old pipes, pesticides, and pharmaceuticals that have leached into the water supply, and even byproducts from the chlorine used to disinfect the water. Now, I know what you're thinking. Chlorine? Isn't that in swimming pools? Yep, that's right. Chlorine is added to our water to kill harmful bacteria and viruses. It's actually essential for making our water safe to drink. However, when chlorine reacts with organic matter in the water, it can create byproducts called disinfection, byproducts, or DBPs. And some studies suggest that long-term exposure to certain DBPs might be linked to an increased risk of some health problems. Per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, often found in industrial runoff, have been detected in tap water and are linked to cancers, hormone disruption, and immune suppression. Another common complaint about tap water is the taste and odor. That chlorine we talked about? Yeah, it can give the water a distinct swimming pool-like smell and taste, which isn't exactly appealing. Plus, some people are sensitive to the taste of minerals like calcium and magnesium, which are naturally found in water and can affect its flavor. So, tap water. It's convenient, affordable, and regulated, but there are potential risks to consider, from contaminants to taste issues. But don't switch to bottled water just yet. We need to talk about the downsides of that too. Okay, let's talk about bottled water. It's everywhere. Grocery stores, vending machines, even gas stations. And it seems like everyone's carrying a bottle of water these days. I get it. It's convenient, it seems pure, and let's be honest, sometimes it just tastes better than tap water. Many bottled water brands market themselves as pure or natural, which appeals to consumers. But here's the thing about bottled water that might make you think twice: the environmental impact. Those plastic bottles. Yeah, they're a huge problem. They end up in landfills, oceans, and even our food chain. And the process of producing and transporting these bottles uses a ton of energy and resources. And it gets worse. Bottled water isn't always as pure as you might think. In fact, a lot of bottled water is just filtered tap water. That's right. Companies are taking water from the same sources we get our tap water from, filtering it, and then selling it back to us at a markup. But wait, there's more. Some bottled waters, especially distilled or purified varieties, lack essential minerals, making them less hydrating and potentially harmful over time. Here's another thing to consider: the potential for microplastics and chemical leaching. Those plastic bottles, they can break down over time into tiny particles called microplastics, which can end up in the water. Microplastics may disrupt hormonal functions and pose long-term health risks. And some studies suggest that certain chemicals from the plastic bottles themselves can leach into the water, especially when exposed to heat or sunlight. Now, I'm not saying that all bottled water is bad. There are times when bottled water is a lifesaver, like during natural disasters or emergencies when access to clean water is limited. But for everyday use, it's worth considering the environmental cost and the potential health risks. Plus, let's be real, buying bottled water all the time can really add up. You're essentially paying for convenience and the perception of purity, which may not be entirely accurate. So before you grab that next bottle of water, think about the bigger picture. Is there another alternative? Let's explore another option: filtered water. This is where things get interesting because there are so many different ways to filter water. You've got your pitcher filters, faucet filters, whole house filters, and even fancy reverse osmosis systems. Each type of filter works in a different way to remove impurities, and some are more effective than others at targeting specific contaminants. One of the biggest benefits of filtered water is its ability to remove contaminants and improve taste. Water filters can remove specific contaminants like chlorine, lead, or bacteria based on your needs. Filtration often enhances taste by removing impurities. A good filter can remove sediment, chlorine, heavy metals, and even some bacteria and viruses, giving you cleaner, better-tasting water right from your tap. But here's the catch: not all filters are created equal. Some may not remove all contaminants, especially if they aren't properly maintained. Some filters are better at removing certain contaminants than others. For example, a simple carbon filter might do a great job at improving taste and odor by removing chlorine, but it might not be as effective at removing heavy metals. That's why it's crucial to do your research and choose a filter that's certified to remove the specific contaminants that are a concern in your area. You can check your local water quality report or contact your water supplier to get information on what's in your tap water. Another important factor to consider is regular maintenance. Filters need to be replaced regularly to ensure they're working effectively. Think of it like changing the oil in your car. It's essential for keeping things running smoothly. Neglected filters can harbor bacteria, worsening water quality. So filtered water can be a great option for improving the quality of your water at home. But it's important to choose the right filter for your needs and make sure you're staying on top of maintenance. Ultimately, the best choice for you will depend on your individual circumstances, budget, and concerns. High-quality filtration systems, like reverse osmosis or UV systems, can be expensive to install. While the upfront cost of a filter system is higher, it's more economical over time compared to bottled water. So there you have it, the truth about tap, bottled, and filtered water. Remember, staying hydrated is crucial, but so is knowing what's in the water you drink. How to choose the best option for you. First, test your tap water. Use a home water testing kit to identify contaminants in your tap water and determine if filtration is necessary. Second, check bottled water labels. Look for brands that disclose their source and purification methods. Avoid brands with high sodium or artificial additives. Third, invest in a quality filter. For the best balance of safety and taste, consider filters certified to remove specific contaminants without depleting beneficial minerals. Lastly, prioritize sustainability. If bottled water is your go-to, choose recyclable packaging or reusable bottles to reduce environmental impact. Healthier choices for safer hydration? First, tap water tips. Use a certified water filter specifically designed to remove contaminants like lead, chlorine, and PFAS. Let tap water run for a few seconds before filling your glass to flush out any stagnant water sitting in the pipes. Stay updated on your local water quality report, which is often provided by municipal water suppliers. Second, bottled water alternatives. Choose brands with transparent sourcing and testing practices. Look for BPA-free bottles or opt for water sold in glass or metal containers. Avoid storing bottled water in hot or sunny environments to minimize chemical leaching. Third, filter smarter. Regularly replace filter cartridges according to the manufacturer's instructions to maintain effectiveness. Combine filtration methods, e.g., activated carbon with UV light, for comprehensive protection. Consider remineralizing water filtered through reverse osmosis systems to restore beneficial minerals. Do your research, consider your options, and make the best choice for your health and the environment. Water is life, so make an informed choice to ensure the healthiest and most sustainable option for you and the planet. And hey, if you're ever unsure about your water quality, you can always get it tested. Knowledge is power, my friends. Now go out there and stay hydrated, smartly.